Hello guys, welcome back. This is Grillenheimer. I just had to put some fun stuff out for a change and take a little break from the drawing, the creating, the Power Masters, but it really has never stopped. I've got to do a lot of porting over of pictures and getting some stuff finalized and finished. I have 2.5 cards done. I'm not showing those right now. Well, I'm really going to be showcasing all my art here, and let's just start with who I have on top. It doesn't matter, and these are all brand new characters, just brand new characters. I have yet to draw High Tester Throttle. I want to finish them so they can go with their combiner, but these guys are loosely based on real engines and motors for Power Masters, even though they're going to be upgrades for Transformers as a Battle Master utility upgrade. To start off with, this is Dine Efone. This is his alt mode. This is his bot mode. And as far as, trying to make some of this stuff look like what it is supposed to look like, don't get too picky with me because, well, they're Transformers. Let's see here. I've got plenty of light here for a change. And some of these are not inked. Let's see. And some of these are kind of in light. I started with originally doing some that would have looked like the old toys. This is Cruiser. I don't remember their affiliations or everything, but I have it all in a notebook. That will be the surprise when I have them all together, when I actually do show their actual cards when they're done. This is Cruiser's alt mode, and here is Cruiser's bot mode. So his alt mode and his bot mode. I will have a few that will be able to go on just about anything. There's going to be few that can only go on certain types of alt modes with traits. When they are on a character, they're not going to be able to flip back to bot. So it's going to sort of be like the Titan Masters backwards in a way. Well, let's keep moving on. Here on the bottom of Cruiser is, I call him No Muffler. And I want to believe, I think I remember that No Muffler is a Decepticon. Kind of loosely based on, you can see this is one half, this is the other half. He would be like a motorcycle type motor. I might let him go on other things other than motorcycles. Here is No Muffler's bot mode. Very much old style type of drawing. It's kind of what I do. Let's see here. Now, before, one of the last ones I actually did is this guy here. This is supposed to be like an overhead. This is Galen. Galen was actually the head of Fortress Maximus before they made it Spike for the toys, but in the comic he was originally Galen. But I'm making him a Power Master to where, like the vent or hood vent for kind of like a car or something. This is what he's going to actually look like. I sort of started off like I was making the head of Fortress Maximus, or the toy of it a little bit. But he's going to look like this. I'm going to go with this final. And here is his bot mode, which is pretty close to the toy, because I was looking at a picture of the toy online. I never had Fortress Maximus. It was too big and too expensive for me or my parents to even get me years ago when I was a kid, really a teenager. Let's see who can be next. Oh, let's just do them all. Here is 3 inline. He's looking pretty good. And here is 3 inline's bot mode. And this is what I'm doing. I'm not coloring them in. I'm doing just a little bit of background stuff for a change based on their affiliations. So 3 inline is an Autobot. Where is... Don't worry, we'll see the other one, the other character that was on the same page as 3 in 1. This is a female Autobot, the only female in the Power Master team. This is Lyra. Here is Lyra's bot mode. No, she was never a Power Master. She was never a Headmaster. She was never a Target Master. She was Galen's love interest from the comics, and actually Lord Zarek's daughter. Bum, bum, bum. The plot thickens. But she was actually an advocate for peace. She didn't like the Transformers being on their world either. When Galen became the head of Fortress Maximus, she walked out of his life, if I remember correctly. And, well, I thought, hey, and I was originally going to use more characters out of the comics for Power Masters. But she was in my list, but one of the last ones I drew along with Galen after I did all these other brand new characters. So here is Lyra in her alt mode and her bot mode. She is a Power Master and an Autobot. I will say she can only go on Autobots. She can go on any trait, but only Autobots. Let me see here. This is Varga. And if I can remember somebody's affiliation, I'll go ahead and say what they are. I want to say Varga is a mercenary and my only mercenary. Trying to find his bot mode. Actually, I don't think I've drawn a bot mode for this character. He's the last one I have to draw. My goodness, that's right. I forgot all about that. I've done everybody else, but I haven't drawn Varga's bot mode. So things to do. Let's see here. Let's move on to... Let's do this guy next. This is Electrostatic. I really looked up, and it was hard to come up with creative names for Transformers based on motors and things that haven't already been used, guys. This was not easy. I've got some neat names here. I really do. I hope they're not too forgettable. Where did Electrostatic's bot mode go? And here is Electrostatic's bot mode. And as you can see, he was one of the last ones I actually started to do background for. His bot mode, his alt mode. So, and when the few that I've already put on cards, I have already done a video. I'm not finished editing it. I've got to move a lot of more pictures and finalize things over before I can actually put that out. I'm putting this out first, even though I'm making this one second. A bit out of order. But I'm trying to let y'all know I haven't forgotten about y'all. I really, really haven't. V's twin is sort of a motorcycle looking type of motor. That's how I'm spelling it. I'm trying to make their names not just right off of certain, because Varga is actually a brand name, a European or French brand name for some, like a plane engine or plane type, I believe. I have V's twin card pretty much ready, and it was half ready because I forgot to put his stats in. Here is his bot mode. I really like him. The only thing is that on the card, this top here, when he got stretched out and I put traits up there, it kind of cut part of his head off, so you don't see the little thing sticking up on top. Again, I'm not coloring them. Let's go on and move right to Torque Vent. Torque Vent is a Decepticon, obviously. I really like Torque Vent. And his card does not do him justice, because this is his alt mode. Here is his bot mode. He looks like a cone head. And I really like him. I think I gave him Pierce of some sort. I'm keeping these star counts very, very low, like 1 to 3 stars max. Yes, it's an upgrade. Yes, they can get bashed, removed easily with Vaporize or Bashing Shield. So you might want to have some quartermasters in play in your deck for these guys if you try to copy them and use them. I don't care. Let's see, we just had a glimpse of a cassette. No, I'm kidding. This was one of the first ones I did, trying to look more based on some of the original Power Master toys. I was looking at Rev for reference. So I gave him these big hood vent looking things on here that would sort of stick up like this, bring air into the engine. And this is Gearbox. I think he's an Autobot. No, he's a Decepticon, because you can see the symbol on him. Here's his bot mode. And yeah, you can see the thing sticking out behind him just a little bit. So there is Gearbox. Let's see who can be up next. Let's do 4-stroke. Yeah, No Muffler is not one of my better names in this bunch. But 4-stroke, forgot what kind of engine he's based off of. Did a little bit of searching, a lot of looking, a little bit of, what can I do? Where can I pull from? This is his alt mode. Here is his bot mode, which just looks like a McDonald's toy. It really does. And he's obviously an Autobot. I did not draw him hands on purpose. He does not have hands. I guess he could shoot from this. I didn't draw him in much of a pose. He doesn't look like he could walk very well either. But he is a Power Master. And that is 4-stroke. And here is 6-ton. Like I said, I was originally kind of another early ones when I was just trying to make them look simple, like the old toys. He even looks like these should be tires, but they're not. He would go be attached to an Autobot or Decepticon for a car or something, but I might do something different for them as well. He looks a little like Megatron. Not exactly intentional, but maybe. He is a Decepticon. You can see his symbol right there. He's got the hood thing right here on his right arm, sort of like Megatron. I thought about putting it somewhere else, but I'm like, let's go ahead. I was thinking along the lines of like one of the jump starters for his head somewhat. And so this is 6-ton. Really like him. Let's see here. We have just a few left. Looking at some really older mechanics of motors. This is Rite D.C. 51. I almost called him Cyclone, and I'm like, no, that's too close to Cyclonus. Because it is based on a duplex Cyclone engine. And duplex just sounded stupid. So I called him Rite D.C. 51, which is a bit of a long name. There is his alt mode. Here is his bot mode. Let's get him in the light. I really like him. He looks like he'd be a toy. Pretty flat, pretty detailed all at the same time. This does look a little funny, but this would be the round part. This would be this part sticking here, which would be kind of go down and turn into his groin area. You got all the, I guess they're pistons. I apologize. I don't know too much about this stuff really. I can change my own oil, check my own fluids, add more power steering fluid to a car, and check my tires and change my brakes and stuff, but I don't know that much about the actual engines themselves. But that is, and I'm spelling it Rite on purpose, instead of the name, Rite D.C 51, which is what he is loosely based on. So just because it's not exact, don't get on to me for it. Up next is Largo, which is, I want to say, loosely based on a Ferrari or some sport car motor for a Power Master. And even though, golly, Largo may be a bit of a brand name to some extent, but it also is a musical term for slow as well. But I really overdid it with his bot mode. He just looks awesome. He almost has a ninja-like appearance. But yeah, you can see what exactly he is supposed to be and how he would transform and go boom, right, and fold up into that just exactly. I should have saved him for last, but I do have one more left, just one more, and it says Dine Efone, which is based on jet engines for a plane. I may let him go on to a lot of different things. And I really want to give some love to helicopters as well with these guys. So the helicopters can have Power Masters. You know, everybody needs a Power Master to some extent. It was spelled D-Y-N-E, like Dyne from Silver Star or Lunar. And it was the letter F and the number 1. And I decided to do it just a little different. I can't remember if he's an Autobot or Decepticon. I want to say an Autobot, but don't quote me on that. But this is Dine Efone, spelled a little different. Alt mode, bot mode. I really like him. He looks like he'd have trouble walking too, I know. I did. One of the few I actually gave a gun to hold. So that's really all I have. This is pretty much all of them. And, well, other than Haikyuu and Rev, who I've already shown. I have Lyra's card already done. V's twin is done, but I got to correct something, as well as one other. And I have yet to draw, like I've said before, High Test or Throttle. I want to add these into the mix because they are original and they are going to complement their combiner. Trust me, they're not both going to be utility. I mean, yeah, they're not going to be just both be upgrade utilities to where you can be able to try to use them both. But yeah, I'm really liking these guys. Tell me what you think. And I've just, being October and this close, well, Halloween is tomorrow. As I record this, Halloween is tomorrow. So I'm excited. I haven't forgotten y'all. It's just been taking a lot of time, a lot of work, and it has been fun. It has been fun. So with that, I do need to go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And as always, let's just say transform and roll for it.